Hi there, and welcome to episode 7 of Ask Paulie Anything. So, today I'm going to answer part of a question which was asking us about what services we use for our business. And I'm going to touch upon a service that I recommend to everybody at least once when I'm talking to them, and that's Cloudflare. Now, I'll get into what Cloudflare actually does, maybe more in depth in another episode. What I want to talk about is a principle that I touched upon in a blog article earlier last year, which was about siloing your services. In the past, web hosting was very cheap, and what happened was people would get a web server or reseller hosting or anything like that, and on that web hosting they would put everything on it. That is, they would host your website, you'd host your email, your DNS would be on there, your databases would be on there, anything you can think of, it would all be on one server. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay if you're really on a budget. It's just easier to manage because everything's in one place. But what that creates for you is a huge single point of failure. If that server has any problems whatsoever, all those aspects are offline: your email, your DNS, your website, everything. So, what can you do about that, especially if you're on a budget? One of the most important aspects of any website, or any domain name, in fact, because you might not have a website, you might just have email, for example, is DNS, domain name service. What that means is, if you ever want to find your website, or you want to find out where you should deliver email to for a particular domain, DNS is used. Nearly every single web request ever looks up DNS and says, where is this server? Where should I look to find this server? And if your DNS is on a server that is doing 101 different things, or it's on a server that's not quite reliable, or it's on a server that's doing anything else, then your DNS is not as optimized as it needs to be. The first thing we do when we purchase a domain name is we put it on Cloudflare. Now, what that does is gives us the fastest, most highly reliable DNS service you can get at any price, and this price is free. So I'm not just recommending it to you because it's free. That's just one of the perks, but because it's the best. After years of using it, we've had not a single problem, and independent results show that it is the fastest DNS lookup. DigitalOcean even use it for their DNS service. In another episode, I'll get a little bit further into details about Cloudflare and also about some of the other services we use. But what I'd like to recommend to you is that you give Cloudflare a look. Have a look at what they offer in the free service alone. Don't worry even about anything else if it's all a bit confusing or you don't really know what the point is, and get your DNS on there. And that means that your web service, or whoever you use for web hosting, is not serving your DNS. And that makes your DNS reliable. That makes whatever services you run in your domain name, like email or your website or anything else, much more reliable and faster even, because DNS lookups take time. And if you've got the fastest DNS in the world, then everything's a bit faster. Give cloudflare.com a look. There's nothing to lose, and it's completely free. So I hope that helps in some small way. If you have any questions about that, drop me a line, give me a shout. If you have your own question, use the link probably at the bottom of the description of this video to send your question. Otherwise, subscribe on YouTube, share on Facebook, all the good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.